rather annoyingly. This is my Vanda Coerulea, and it's flowered first time after it sulked over the carbon monoxide. I see one of the buds ended up with bud blast, so there would have been 3. Bit annoying because last time I think I had about 5 or 6, but flowering the wrong time of the year. I mean, it's generally the 6th, and normally, you know, this flowers around June, July, something like that. So strange time of year, but hopefully now it'll go back to flowering as it did before the carbon monoxide poisoning, and we'll start getting a better show. And while I'm actually filming that, to give you something else to look at, my dendrobium victoriae-reginae sort of produced a few more flowers. All the other ones dropped off, so there's 1, 2, 3. You can still see some of the dried flowers on it, but most of the big bunch at the top had fallen off. Oh yes, and how about that for a species tropical slipper orchid? That is Paphiopedilum primulinum, and I picked that up from McBean's Orchid Nursery in Lewes in Sussex, which I've been on the website of quite a few times. Never been in there, and I've got to take some. Well, they're calling these Oncidium now, but to me they're always going to be Odontoglossum type orchids. I have 2, I can't really call them flasks because they are essentially urine specimen bottles, which I've never seen used before. Well, I suppose people must use different size things, but I'll pick those up. I've got to get some fine wood chips so I can take those out of the flask, because they really need to come out now. You can always tell you get plenty of sort of roots. You know, it's the same rule really applies for a lot. If you get sort of plenty of roots over 1 inch long, preferably 2 or 3 inches long, you know, then they're safe to transplant. Same thing with keikis as well. You know, you would have to have at least 3 roots, with the shortest one being like 1.5 inches before you'd consider removing it. You know, you don't want to take a plant off when it doesn't have enough roots to breathe, feed and draw in water. So there you go. Still a few more flowers of my favourite little Dendrobium victoriae-reginae. One member of the royal family that hasn't done any depraved things as far as I know, like their current lot, and my Vanda Coerulea, which, believe me, looks purple while I'm looking at it, but on the screen it looks blue. It's one of the weird things about blue orchids I like.